Hello and welcome to Idea TV News Update. I am Cynthia Bassi. We begin with the headlines. Nigeria expresses solidarity with Morocco over floods. NDDC reaffirms collaboration with security agencies in Niger Delta. Senegal universities hit by student police clashes over late aid. And away from Africa, China conducts naval and air patrols in South China Sea. In health workers suspend 84-day strike warned against victimization. And in business, Green Africa expands fleets with Access Bank support. In sports, MILAN-CORTINA Winter Olympics open with glittering ceremony. Still in sports, Premier League Game Week 25, big fixtures to shape title and European race. Now the news in full. The Nigerian government has expressed sympathy and solidarity with Morocco following devastating floods in the country's northern regions. The disaster has claimed lives, displaced families, and damaged critical infrastructure. In a statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs commended the swift response of Moroccan authorities, emergency services, and humanitarian actors in rescue operations and relief efforts for affected communities. Nigeria expressed confidence that, with continued national and international support, impacted areas would recover. The statement also extended heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims and sympathies to all those affected, emphasizing Nigeria's unity with Morocco during this challenging period. The Niger Delta Development Commission has reaffirmed its commitment to working closely with security agencies to maintain peace and protect national assets in the region. The Managing Director, Dr. Samuel Buku, made the statement during a visit by the Flag Officer commanding Central Naval Command, Rear Admiral Suleiman Ibrahim, to the NDDC headquarters in Port Harcourt. Dr. Obuku stressed that security and development are inseparable, noting that underdevelopment fuels instability, while consistent security interventions help sustain progress. He pledged continued strategic support to the Nigerian Navy and other agencies to address operational challenges and safeguard development projects across the Niger Delta. Rear Admiral Ibrahim commended the NDDC for its impactful interventions, including infrastructure and energy projects, and highlighted the launch of Operation Sentinel to secure crude oil exploration and production. He called for an expanded partnership to ensure lasting peace, boost oil output, and enhance Niger Delta's global image. Still in Africa news, Sheikh Anta Diop University in Dakar and the Senegalese institutions have been rocked by renewed clashes between students and police. The unrest stems from delayed financial aid, with students reporting that bursaries have not been paid for over 13 months. Tensions escalated on Friday after the Regional University Services Center announced the closure of all students' canteens, citing acts of sabotage by students. Protests, including students refusing to pay for meals, led to heavy confrontations with security forces across the city. The situation highlights ongoing frustration among Senegalese students over the late disbursement of government financial support. Authorities have relied on police intervention to restore order, but students warn that the unrest may continue until payments are made. We now go on a quick break. The news continues when we return.
Democratize generative AI. Generative AI, which creates new content like text, images, or music, is becoming more accessible. This trend is enabling businesses and individuals to leverage powerful AI tools without needing deep technical expertise. Tools like DALL-E are already transforming marketing, entertainment, and design. However, as generative AI becomes democratized, concerns about copyright infringement and misuse of content are rising.
It's good to have you back. This is Idea TV News Update. Now, the rest of the news. Away from Africa, China says it carried out naval and air patrols in the South China Sea from Monday to Friday amid rising tensions over disputed waters. The statement by the China Southern Theater Command accused the Philippines of involving outside countries in so-called bilateral air patrols, which Beijing says undermine regional peace and stability. The patrols comes days after two Chinese vessels reportedly collided near the Scarborough Shoal while allegedly attempting to block a Philippine supply mission. The area remains a flashpoint with both China and the Philippines asserting overlapping claims and international attention on maintaining freedom of navigation. China's statement warned that the country will continue to safeguard its territorial claims and regional security. Analysts say the patrols highlight ongoing maritime disputes in the South China Sea, which involve several Southeast Asian countries or nations and have implications for global trade routes. Now in health news, the Joint Health Sector Unions JOHESU had suspended its 84-day nationwide strike to allow for the implementation of the federal government JOHESU terms of settlement. The decision follows an expanded National Executive Council emergency meeting held in Abuja yesterday reviewing outcomes of a conciliation meeting with government officials. JOHESU, which began the strike on the 15th of November 2025, said the action paralyzed public hospitals across Nigeria, leaving patients stranded and forcing many to seek medical services elsewhere. The union stressed that no member who participated in the strike should face victimization, sanctions, or intimidation. The settlement includes immediate payment of January 2026 salaries, withdrawal of the No Work, No Pay directive, and implementation of adjustments under the consolidated health salary structure. He also thanked prominent political leaders, professional bodies, and traditional rulers who intervened to resolve the disputes in the national interest. In business news, Nigerian airline Green Africa has acquired its second-owned aircraft, an ATR 72-600, to boost capacity on its domestic routes. The aircraft, registered 5NGAC, will enter service following standard regulatory approvals, strengthening the airline's ability to provide reliable and affordable air travel. Axis Bank is providing a Naira debt facility to partly fund the acquisition. The bank's managing director, Roosevelt Ogbonna, said the partnership reflects confidence in visionary businesses driving economic progress and sectoral transformation in Nigeria and across Africa. Green Africa's founder and CEO, Babawande Afolabi, said the addition will support sustainable growth and expand the airline's reach to more customers. Officials say the move follows the successful deployment of the airline's first owned aircraft and signals continued expansion in Nigeria's aviation sector. And now finally in sports news, the Winter Olympics officially opened yesterday with a spectacular ceremony at Milan's San Siro Stadium, echoed by celebrations across the snow-capped Italian Alps. The event featured the lighting of two cauldrons, one in Milan and one in Cortina d'Ampezzo, marking the start of the geographically most widespread Olympics in history. Italy showcased its cultural heritage with tributes to fashion icon Giorgio Armani and performances by Andrea Bocelli and Maria Carey. The parade of athletes included 2,900 competitors who marched near the venues where they will compete with, while the United States team received loud applause despite some controversy over the presence of ICE agents as part of their security detail. The Games have drawn attention globally, including in Russia, whose team competes under a neutral flag amid ongoing tensions over its invasion of Ukraine. Italian President Sergio Mattarella officially declared the Games open, calling on athletes to embody bravery, resilience, and unity throughout the February 6 to 22nd competition. Still in sports news, Game Week 25 of the Premier League kicks off this weekend with several high-stakes fixtures. Leaders Arsenal hosts Sunderland at the Emirates, seeking to strengthen their 6-point lead, while Manchester United welcome Tottenham to Old Trafford in a key clash for European qualification. Chelsea travel to face bottom-place Wolverhampton Wanderers, aiming to extend a recent winning run, and the weekend concludes with Liverpool hosting Manchester City at Anfield in one of the season's most anticipated matchups. But clubs are vying to keep pace in the title race with City 6 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal face injury concerns with midfielder Mikel Merino out for months, while Liverpool and City assess key players including Mohamed Salah and Erling Haaland. Fans across England are watching closely as these fixtures could have major implications for both the Premier League title and European sports. And that's all we have for you on Idea TV News Updates. But before we go, here is a rundown of the headlines. We brought you news that Nigeria expresses solidarity with Morocco over floods. We also brought you news that NDDC reaffirms collaboration with security agencies in Niger Delta. And Senegal universities hit by student-police clash over late aid. Away from Africa, China conducts naval and air patrols in South China Sea. And in health workers suspend 84-day strike, warn against victimization. In business, Green Africa expands fleet with Access Bank support. And in sports, Milan-Cortina Winter Olympics open with glittering ceremony. Still in sports, Premier League Game Week 25 big fixtures to shape title and European race. And now do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms at Idea Television. I am Cynthia Basi. Thank you for watching.